Okay then, Helldivers, we are back. We have got a brand new video going in for you guys today as the winter truce has now finally finished and the galactic war is back on track with the major order counting down yet again. We have got a brand new error code that is causing people so many problems, and Sham Jorjani approaches the conversation with photo mode. We've got loads to go into, so if you haven't already, smash that beautiful like button and subscribe with post notifications turned on. It'd be greatly appreciated, and make sure you check out our sponsor, GamerSubs, the company that offers esports athletes with the most effective and healthy energy drink choice to help them perform to their highest potential, especially with it being completely keto friendly, less than 1 calorie and sugar free. It's a no-brainer. Link in the description. Use code CloudPlays at checkout for a cheeky discount, and we're still giving away the top bundle of super credits. If you want to get involved with it, very simple. Head down to the comment section, put a red heart, purple heart and a yellow heart to enter you in. We'll announce that one over the next couple of days. With that being said though, let's dive into the game and see what it is that's happening right now. So really quickly, taking a look at the major order in Galactic War table, it appears that the major order is pretty much secured with both Julheim and Dumataya completely safe. Bekvam 3 has been left alone, and there has been no defense mechanics happening on the automaton sector. Even then, the bugs are still quite quiet, and we have got around 1 day remaining on the major order. I think it's safe to say that they're not going to be touching absolutely anything on that one, and they're going to leave us to our own accord, so we're just waiting for that countdown timer to go down for the new major order to come through. My hope is that there's something related to the gloom, based on the basis that Meridia is still nowhere near Moradesh. I reckon we've still got quite some time before we can approach back into that storyline. So get us in here with this new Predator strain and these spore explosions. God damn it, I want to get back in there so damn badly. But moving forward, it appears that the winter truce has now been concluded. This was an amazing poster that was made by the community. Absolutely incredible. But yes, the winter truce will go down in history as a part of Helldivers lore. And it appears that the Galactic War has now been resumed. They've fixed a back-end movement, which they believe will have resolved all of the liberation rates. And as of right now, it does seem to be the case. You guys can now play and actually make some moves inside of the Galactic War and towards the planet's liberation rates. Although apparently, according to the Baskinator, they've got an information advisory where High Command would just like to inform all personnel that nothing out of the ordinary has happened in the last 24 hours. The fight for managed democracy has continued in an inspiring but entirely expected manner. Personnel who believe that they have experienced or witnessed any sort of anomalous occurrences may be suffering from Illuminate mind influence and should report themselves for psychological screening immediately. I absolutely love it when they entwine this sort of stuff in from stuff that accidentally happened. So yeah, if you guys think anything happened, you may need to go and see that democracy officer. You may well be underneath Illuminate control. In other news though, B Vitamin posted up just yesterday with regards to a brand new error status that is causing people to have so many problems inside of Helldivers 2. This states right here, we have been made aware of an issue where new players are currently unable to connect to Helldivers 2, experiencing an error message titled Request 16 Error -1 status 500. We apologize for this error and assure all freshly enlisted recruits that we are working to resolve it as quickly as possible. So hopefully this does actually get fixed. I don't know what's going on with the game at the moment. It does seem to be a little bit frantically up, down, left and right and all over the bloody shop, but hopefully we can get all this under control very, very quickly, because the game definitely needs some love, that's for sure. And with the storylines going on at the moment, everything is getting so damn interesting. You guys cannot afford to miss it. In other news though, Sham Jorjani approaches a Helldiver who asks for photo mode, who apparently was on day 71 of asking for photo mode. And Sham Jorjani responded right here stating, for a single player only, hard to pause the game for all 4 players. Now this one pretty much secures the fact that the photo mode is not going to be coming into the game, although this said Helldiver did state right here that they had a few ideas. Maybe if the game is able to handle some sort of match replaying system, which I would recommend is probably unlikely based on the system they're using, or better yet, they could have some sort of simulation thing for the Super Destroyer where you could play out different scenarios with different planets and enemies, kind of like Warframe, which I actually think would be an incredible idea. Not only would this really be good for that usage of new strategies, stratagems. It gives you them sort of like little moments where you can find out how a stratagem actually works, and then you can pause it in for photo mode. It would entwine quite well for it, but realistically it's a massive system to work on for just a small reasoning. I'd much rather they utilize their time for something very, very cool, such as a brand new stratagem. And yes, you guys are not shy on stratagem suggestions, as this one right here seems to be, well, exactly what it says on the tin. This is a new stratagem suggestion that was posted up on the Reddit page, and it received nearly 20,000 upvotes. This one is absolutely huge, and it's called 8 effing orbital lasers, and the main movement on that is Holy S Automaton Hulk. This would be absolutely hilarious, although completely overpowered, and this was for sure a humorous post indeed. Definitely not legit, and definitely not something that people are actually wanting. 8 effing orbital lasers would be absolutely crazy. Not only would it be absolute carnage, it would not be able to be handled inside of the game. There is absolutely no way that the systems would be able to control that one. But the idea of it is pretty damn cool, and I would love to see something like this come in, even if it was just for April Fool's Day, but we'll have to wait and see exactly how that one pans out. Another one that we have right here is with regards to the DSS, and somebody apparently had a dream last night and materialized this in for the Reddit page. It states right here, tactical action, orbital incineration. Option 1, the DSS fires the occasional orbital laser that will sweep over the enemy lines whenever available, every 3 minutes or so, providing planet-wide firepower support and halving enemy resistance temporarily. Option 2 is that the DSS provides enough fuel for more frequent orbital laser deployments, making its usage unlimited while also having enemy resistance temporarily. And the development cost for this is obviously super samples, because this one would be absolutely overpowered. But I do think that actually a lot of people enjoy the orbital laser. It's pretty much one of those universal stratagems that most people do use. The DSS, on the other hand, is pretty much one of those things that nobody really likes using at all. So if you could combine the two, maybe it would be a little bit more entertaining and something that people wouldn't mind actually running through. I don't know how that one would pan out, and especially with it using super samples, you can only hold 100 at a time. So I'm quite intrigued to see exactly how many that they would require you to utilize, but an orbital incineration would be pretty cool for the DSS and quite a large upgrade. Let me know in the comment section if you guys agree with that one or not. And talking about the comment section, we've got to go over your top comments from the previous video. There's a lot to go over with this one, but this one states right here, I just love how Arrowhead communicates so often with the community. It's like the players and the devs have a bond. And after visiting the studio and heading over to Sweden to Arrowhead Game Studios itself, I can quite comfortably say that the developers definitely feel exactly the same. They have got a really tight connection towards their community, and they are obviously, based on the game, heavily reliant on the community actually being able to be a part of it, as majority of the game is community driven. So I'd like to say that actually, yeah, there is a massive bridge that goes between the development team and the community at large, which I think is probably one of the most amazing things about the game personally. Next up, it states right here, chill guys, it was just General Brash having a walk along the front lines. Now this was obviously with the talks of the overall major order and galactic war being paused, and yeah, obviously General Brash would have had something to do with it, so that little bugger is always causing trouble. Always causing trouble. And finally, with regards to the pause on the war, it states right here, having the Galactic War on pause almost instantly made me think of that Sainsbury's Christmas ad from 2014, and imagined the Helldivers playing football with the automatons, sharing cookies and sweet liberty treats with the Terminids, and exchanging useful swimming lessons with the Illuminate until the President of Super Earth announces that the pause is lifted and we can all go back to shooting each other again. Then I saw all the memes and fan art that the community pumped out almost instantly regarding this topic. I love this game and its community so much. It is insane how much it keeps on giving without any breaks. And I think that that is probably the biggest thing to take away from it. And I really like the fact that even during the hardest times, everybody absolutely loves that there's a bridge between the team and the community. And for me, it's probably the biggest thing inside of this game, and one of my favorite things with regards to this game is the community at large. I've been in a lot of communities over the years of doing YouTube, and this one is by far the greatest that we've encountered yet, which is pretty much why I've stayed. Nonetheless though, that's unfortunately all we've got time for today. If you haven't already, smash that beautiful like button and subscribe with post notifications turned on. Thanks again for watching, guys. Appreciate you all, and as always, I'll see you in the clouds.